Okay, we are recording. Happy Wednesday, everybody, and happy Earth Day. It's actually Earth Day today. I mentioned yesterday that there's some exciting news today, and there is. It's been about a month since I started quarantining here at home, not going to work, working from home, doing something creative every day to try to stay productive, stay sane, and doing it in collaboration with all you guys. It's really been a wonderful thing for me personally, and it's been wonderful to see you all do what you've been doing and come together during this bizarre, strange, uncertain time by making shit together. And so you might have seen, we just dropped a video today announcing that we're gonna be making a new show out of what's been going on in our community. If you haven't seen that announcement video, you can check it out. But I'll tell you basically what I said is that I've just found all of this really uplifting and really just kind of what I'd like to see happening and see said in this time. If there can be a silver lining in this moment where a lot of people are struggling and suffering and indeed dying, is that hopefully this can help bring us closer. And to me, there's very little that's closer than being creative together with other people, and not just showcasing one's own creativity, but collaborating with others to come together and make something that we might not have been able to pull off on our own. And the stuff that we've been making, the stuff that I've been doing every day with all you guys and that I've been watching you guys doing, whether they're more ambitious projects like short films or music videos, or tiny little things, reading a little piece of writing out loud, or writing a little story based on an illustration. All those little things, they're things I wouldn't have done alone if I were, sitting here by myself trying to be creative during quarantine. And so we're making this show. It's gonna be like a mini-series, 6 episodes, 10 minutes per episode. YouTube Originals is behind us and supporting us. They're who we worked with last year when we did Band Together with Logic. And so what does this mean that now we're making this show? Well, in a way, it doesn't change a thing. I want us to just keep doing what we're doing. And that's what I'm gonna keep doing in a second, actually. I'll tell you what I did creative today, because I've been doing that every day. But in another sense, what it means is I've always found, for the years that we've been doing this, it's inspiring to know that what we're all doing together is all adding up to something larger. And there are various larger projects that are going on in our community right now. Like we're making a bunch of great songs for Beyond Good and Evil 2, the Ubisoft video game, and it's really cool to see that happening. But now everything we're doing can be part of this show. And I don't want you to think of it as like, oh, can I get in? Am I gonna be good enough? This show isn't gonna be about being like good enough, skilled enough, whatever. We're not just gonna put the most skilled, the most polished pieces of work into this show. It's not gonna be a showcase of finished, perfect art that we all made together. It's really gonna be more about telling our story, about the people that make up this community and how we're connecting with each other on a substantial and more profound level, because we're collaborating, we're being creative together. We're not just like chatting or So it's telling those stories of us that I'm really, really interested in, and where creativity fits into our lives right now during this time. So if you're interested in being a part of this show, first of all, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep, coming here, doing your creative thing. And then what I'd also love is to also just keep doing what we've already been talking about, our creative process and talking about our lives during this moment of pandemic, whether we're staying home or not staying home. And I want us to keep doing that too. Keep sharing yourself, and because telling those stories, letting us know who you are, and letting us know how you're connecting with other people through art and creativity. I want to give an example of that right now because it actually inspired what I did today, just to be creative for my everyday creativity. I found a contribution by a musician named Ben Perez, and he's a music teacher, actually. He contributed some music that he made. He's a percussionist. And he also did an on-camera contribution of just talking about himself, talking about his life, before and after this pandemic, how creativity is fitting into his life right now.
Hey everyone, my name is Ben. I live in El Paso, Texas, where I'm a full-time music teacher. And we got told we're not even allowed to be at the school to even pick up our own personal belongings. So luckily, I'm a percussionist, so I have some instruments here at the house, like my drum set behind me. Ever since this stay at home has been enforced, I've seen myself being able to play a lot more. I see myself being a lot more creative with my music editing and my video editing. I get to record stuff that I just say like, hey, you know what? I really want to play this, and I have the time to play. It's kind of made me, I think, remember why I went into this field. When I went into music, I did it because I loved it. And when you work at a very competitive school, sometimes you forget that. Sometimes all the work gets to you, everything comes at you 100 miles per hour, and you're just constantly being reminded of everything that needs to be done to be successful instead of being told or shown why you're successful in the first place. I'd love to work with multiple people. I'm all ears to anyone that wants to collaborate, just so we can make some amazing memories and amazing collaborations.
One of the things I loved that he said was that he was talking about how he teaches music at this school and they compete with other schools and their bands, and how in this moment where he's staying at home, the competitive element has sort of taken a back seat to just the love of music for music's sake. I love that. And then he made this great music of himself at home, being, kind of stuck inside, but making a percussive beat out of just what he's got at home. And so I played some bass along with what he did. Maybe that can be the foundation for a song. It's pretty sloppy at this point, my bass playing, but maybe there's some parts that we can snip out and loop, or maybe at least it just inspires other musicians to jump in and on top of it. But that's one example of the kind of shit that we just keep doing. Keep doing what we've been doing. I do want to say, as with every hit record production that has a budget, we're not making a lot of money on this. The budget for 10-minute episodes of a YouTube miniseries is not a big budget, but we are going to, as we do with all hit record productions, are going to pay any contributor whose contribution is in a finished episode. Our community director, Matt, made a video about the details of how we pay people, if you're not already familiar, so you can check that out. Oh, and the show's called Create Together, maybe. I don't know about that title. But that was the title that we all agreed on for now. But I'm curious to have you all weigh in on the title. Maybe we'll have other title ideas. Check out the Create Together project. Look at the on-camera prompts, filming prompts, the writing prompts, the voice acting prompts. See how you can get involved in helping us tell the story of what we're up to. Being creative together during this time. That's it. I'm excited. Here we go. Let's do it. It's gonna be quick. We're gonna make this show quick. It's not like shows we've made in the past where it took us a long time. It's gonna be quick. We're gonna premiere the first episode in May. April's almost over, so that'll be fun. Just do it. Do something quick and get it done and get it out. Okay, that's it for now. See you tomorrow. Thanks again.